Lousy. Let's go Random Lousy. Kali ini kita masih ada sama si Ana, tentu saja di Ana Quest. Dan kalau misalnya di episode kemarin kita itu kan udah minuman udah beres, udah dikasihin, udah ketemu si Devil. Kita malah dikasih 2 riddle, yaitu yang pertama apa itu Devil, dan yang kedua itu makanan terbaik apa kalau misalnya si Devil itu mau makan gitu ya. Kita udah dapet 3 clue sih tentang makanan: rib of whale, horse hoof, sama a dog dead fish from the North Sea ya kalau nggak salah gitu ya. Dan kita berhasil untuk menghilangkan penjaga yang ada di sini. Jadi sekarang kita bakal masuk aja ke dalam sini biar kita bisa tahu siapa orang di dalam yang tahu tentang kita, tentang kakek kita, atau tentang apa yang terjadi gitu ya.
Can it really be? Is it you, Anna?
Wah,
Yes, hello, sir.
wizard,
I found
penyihir
you just like
laki-laki.
you said. I'm sorry it took me so long, though.
Maaf lama ya.
You've done so well.
Enggak.
So
Kamu lakunya
very
dengan
well.
baik.
Come in.
Ayo masuk katanya. Oh
Hi.
wow,
It's nice to finally meet you, sir. You're a...
kamu
A
adalah
wizard. Yes.
penyihir
I am
laki-laki
so
tentu saja.
very pleased to meet you
Sangat
after
senang
all
bertemu
this
denganmu,
time, Anna.
Anna.
I am the wizard of
Aku adalah
Wonderhorn.
penyihir yang
You're the Wizard of
Wonderhorn.
Wonderhorn? Oh, of course.
Ya udah
There
benar.
had to have been a real one. It was another trick of Winfrieda's.
Yes,
Iya,
my
ini
child.
triknya si
And
Winfried
I've been
deh.
waiting so long to meet you. And now you have much to ask.
Kamu punya banyak
I
yang ingin
know.
tanyakan kan?
And I have much to tell.
Oke. You know about kamu tahu tentang kakek aku
If you're
kan?
the real wizard, then that means you know about my grandpa, right?
Iya
Yes,
kan?
my child, I do. And I sense he is well as can be.
Oh,
But you know
ini
the
udah
cure,
agak
right?
baik kan?
I did all these things in Wunderhorn to make it, but
Oh ya,
It was
Cure-nya.
all for naught. Only in my cold prison cell here did I see the bigger picture. Alas, she fooled us both. Now we
si
must
Winfried
regain
ngebohongin,
our strength. As for the cure,
ngebohongin juga si
I do
penyihir
know of
ini
it.
gitu ya.
but it comes at a great cost.
Katanya membutuhkan pengorbanan yang sangat besar gitu ya. Apa yang kamu
what
katakan
did you
tentang
say about Winfrieda
Winfried?
before? That she tricked the
Dia
king?
mengelabui si king.
I know little of
Raja.
the witch. I sought to sense the queen's whereabouts, and then, in that tower, I felt Winfrieda, sensed a danger in her, in the power she drew from you, and in the intense desire she harbored for a greater power still.
So, you mean the queen's disappearance?
I suspect it was Winfrieda, yes. I do not doubt she intends to become the new queen in her place. But it would seem that you, Anna, were an essential part of that plan. And so, she put a curse on your grandfather to lure you out.
Winfrieda. She did this to Grandpa? So this whole time, it really was her.
Jadi beneran si Winfried yang ngasih kutukan kaki kita itu supaya apa? Supaya kita keluar atau supaya si anak keluar, karena si Winfried itu mau kekuatan yang ada si Anna. Dia juga udah mengelabui raja, dan kemungkinan hilangnya Yanike atau Queen Yanike itu gara-gara si Winfried gitu ya. Aku harus menemukan
I don't care what the cost is.
obatnya.
I have to find a cure.
Yes, well, Winfrieda, she will never lift the curse
Dia
willingly.
tidak akan mengangkat
And so,
kutukannya.
Winfrieda must
Jadi Winfried harus
destroyed.
dimusnahkan.
Wait.
Oh,
No. I know
Enggak,
she's
enggak,
evil.
enggak.
I know she's
Aku tahu
done
dia
bad
evil.
things.
Dia
Terrible
melakukan yang
things.
buruk.
But
Tapi
no.
There is but
Enggak.
one in all the land who can overcome such powerful magic. But try as I might, Winfrieda has done well to keep her hid.
You mean the queen? Queen Yannicka. So if I find her,
Yes, my dear, but know the chances
Kemungkinan
of
kita harus
finding
menemukan si
Yannicka are
Queen
slim.
Yannicka.
You must realize, failing to find the Queen will leave you with little choice.
Jadi bagaimanapun kita harus menemukan dulu si Queen Yannicka gitu ya. Tapi kemungkinannya kecil banget. Oh yeah, know the
tell me
devil.
what you know of the devil? It's some kind of riddle.
He has many guises, you see, but few have
Guys,
looked
jadi
upon
kayak
his hideous
apa ya, berubah-berubah gitu loh.
self.
Ah, I see. Wait, hideous?
A man I once met, he saw it. He was a thief who broke into a great and wealthy mansion. He then hid in a cupboard until the midnight hour. Just before the time for the theft was right, he saw it through the keyhole. A sight most horrifying. An indescribable beast gorging itself on unidentifiable hunks of meat. This thief, he shook with fear. Be cautious, dear child.
I see. Thank you, Mr. Wizard. I will.
Jadi katanya waktu itu pernah ada pencuri yang masuk ke rumah si The Devil itu, terus dia nyumput di salah satu lemari. Nah, si The Devilnya itu kan ada di dalam sana. Pas tengah malam gitu, dia ngelihat ke lubang kuncinya gitu ya, dan melihat ternyata si Devilnya itu berubah menjadi sebuah monster dan lagi kayak lagi makan daging yang entah apa gitu. Dia pun shock gitu ya. Oke, dispel kekuatan yang kita
This
punya.
power of mine. What Winfrieda has done all this for.
Yang Winfrieda mau
What
gitu
is
ya,
it?
kekuatan yang kita
Why do
punya.
I have it? A boy
Kenapa
in
aku punya kekuatan
Wunderhorn,
itu?
Hansel. He told me Grandpa has it
Si Hansel
too.
juga
That he
bilang
was a hero.
Oh, yes.
kalau kakek kita
He
itu hero.
most certainly was. A great and honorable man. Your grandfather, he used it in fascinating ways. Extraordinary ways. He sensed things in people. Saw right through to their hearts, their emotions, even their memories. He could help people in ways that they could never
Kita
imagine.
melihat memori katanya kakek kita.
So, I wonder. If he could, then maybe.
Kalau dia
But
bisa
I
mungkin.
don't understand. Why wouldn't he have told me about it?
Kenapa dia nggak tahu aku?
You see, not all took so kindly to such rare talents. And your grandfather, fearing the consequences of his own ability,
Karena
fled. There was talk that he had started
ability-nya
a
itu
family as
sangat
an
langka,
honest
jadi
farmer.
belum tentu
So
semua orang
people let
menggunakannya
him
dengan
be.
baik ya.
Everyone but Winfrieda.
Termasuk Winfrieda juga ya. Si Winfrieda juga ingin menggunakan kekuatan tersebut dengan jahat. Oh ya, si Ben.
I found him in Winfrieda's tower, and he escaped with me, but
Ben, yes, Ben. I sense your friend is close to Winfrieda. However, fear not, for he
Oh, dia
seems
baik-baik
well.
saja.
but
Dia dekat sama
are you
si
sure?
Winfrieda,
You seemed a little
tapi
unsure.
baik-baik saja.
Yes, well, the boy is unique.
Sangat unik katanya.
Not quite himself in body and mind.
Wait, you mean why he's a bear?
A
Jadi
spirit
kenapa dia
has
bear?
devoted its whole being to making sure harm cannot come to him. The familiar spirit of the bear.
Oh, I see. A familiar spirit. But why? Where did it come from?
Di mana
I
tadi
don't
itu berasal?
But one thing is certain. It was summoned by powerful magic. To sustain
Jangan si
such
Ben
a spell,
punya
the
kekuatan
spellbinder would need
bagus
to
lagi.
focus day
Kuat
and
lagi.
night. Whoever it was, they obviously cared deeply for your friend.
Okay, well, that's good. As long as they keep it up, then
Ben will be fine.
Oke,
I
Ben
do
baik-baik
not
saja,
doubt.
ya sudah. Oke,
right. Well,
berarti
time to get us out of here then, I guess. Thanks, Mr. Wizard.
berarti kita harus lihat dari lubang
It is
kunci
my
juga
pleasure.
kali ya.
The
Jadi kita
best of
tahu
luck to you, my dear girl.
siapa si devil sebenarnya, kayak si laki-laki
I
itu,
keep
kayak si
thinking,
pencuri itu.
What if I can't solve these riddles?
Bagaimana kalau aku
What
nggak
if
bisa?
I don't find
Bagaimana kalau aku nggak
Queen
nemu Queen
Dear
Yanike?
child, listen to me,
Dengarkanlah,
and listen well.
dengarkanlah.
You must see how strong you already are, how
Kamu sudah
well
sangat
you've got
kuat.
through the world.
Bagaimana dengan kamu
Young and
menyelamatkan
alone
dunia
that you
dengan
are,
baik?
you cannot receive any power from me greater than that you now have. The power which consists of your own purity and innocence of heart.
You think I can
Okay.
do it? You think I can convince the
Aku
devil
dapat-
to let us free?
The devil, he is indeed a master trickster, my dear, but he's no match for you.
And
Dia tidak sepadan denganmu.
also, Winfrieda, without Yannicka, do I really have to?
I'm afraid so, dear girl.
Sepertinya
You
iya.
must find a way to make her undo her evil work. Otherwise, you will have to
Oh, kita harus
destroy
mencegah
her.
si
I see. Thank you, Mr. Wizard,
Winfriede untuk
for everything.
membatalkan semua sihirnya. Kalau nggak kita nggak punya cara lain, yaitu ngedestroy atau memusnahkan dia gitu ya. Tunggu sebentar ini.
I've had my share. I don't want to mess them up.
Ah,
I don't want to. No,
Oh,
I'm in here with the
oh.
wizard now. No need for that anymore.
oh itu lubang itu. Meat. Buat apa?
Excuse me. Do you mind if I take just a
Oh,
little
boleh
of your,
minta.
dinner?
Oh, dagingnya.
good gracious, please.
Ambil aja semua.
Take them all. I am a vegetarian, you see. The guards don't seem to understand that concept particularly well.
Ah, I see. I think one will do for now.
Katanya dia vegetarian, udah bilang ke guardnya tapi nggak ngerti. Ah, ya sudahlah.
Hello
Greetings.
again. Right, well,
Oh,
Tapi itu daging buat apa ya? Hah?
look.
Daging.
Big greasy leg of...
Udah, satu-satunya terakhir kita harus jawab pertanyaannya si ini, si siapa? Si devil sini. Well, ya. Well in hand,
Hello?
Mr.
Mr.
Devil.
Devil?
Kaget ya. Meal
This meal
reader.
riddle. I
Aku punya
might have the
jawabannya.
answer?
Mungkin.
Maybe?
So confident, I see. Very well. So then, Anna, if
Ya.
I were to make a meal of my finest, then what would my meal be?
Satu, dua, tiga. Si penjaga sih bilangnya ini ya. Sepertinya sih ini gitu ya.
A
Set.
dead dogfish from the Great North Sea. Is
Betul?
that by any chance the meat for your dinner?
A dead dogfish. By North
Very well.
Sea. Bener.
I got it right?
However, what spoon will I use?
Spoon?
What spoon? Huh? Well,
Spoon. Makanannya kan ini. Spoon sendoknya. Rib of whale sama old horse hoof. Horse hoof tuh kayak kukunya kaki. Kukunya kaki. Kukunya kuda. Rib of whale. Iga. Aduh. Ini kali ya. Kan makanannya ini. Sendoknya atau nyendoknya pakai
the
Ini.
rib of a whale. Could that be used for
Bener.
your spoon? Maybe?
iganya paus
How?
buat sendok bisa jadi
It's
kan?
impossible.
Oh,
I
udah
have my
bener.
ways. So, solved, right?
Udah beres kan?
Not so fast. You might have gotten lucky with that. But you could never know what my wine glass is to be.
Wine glass.
Really? Jeez. Okay. Let me see.
Oh, horse hoof tuh sepatu kuda kali ya, apa kukunya kuda. Jadi katanya kan dia makannya apa? Makannya ini. A dead dogfish from the Great North Sea. Itu sendoknya apa? Sendoknya pakai the rib of whale atau iganya paus, ya, tulangnya paus lah ya. Terus sekarang dia minum wine-nya pakai apa? Pakai sepatu kuda yang tua atau enggak kuku kuda yang tua
An
gitu.
old horse's hoof.
Kuku
That is
kuda
surely
yang
meant to
tua.
be for the wine glass.
bener nggak?
Right? I mean, I'm not sure why someone would use a
Bener
horse's hoof
kan?
of all things, but
Yes, you are correct, Anna. Well done.
Yeay, kita benar.
yes!
Yeah.
Yes.
Silence! I'm not sure how you did it, but you have solved the riddle. Well done.
Thank
well
you,
done.
mister.
Well, since you've somehow solved one already, the remaining is as follows. If better the devil you know, they say. Then tell me, Anna, what do you know of the devil?
Apa yang kamu tahu dengan apa yang kamu
That
tahu
riddle
tentang
about-
devil?
Might I be able to interest you in this suspicious piece of greasy leg meat here? Yummo.
Leave it here and be
kita
gone
ngasih
with
daging.
you now. Return later. I have business to attend to.
Business?
Kita kasih daging,
Hey,
terus
didn't
tiba-tiba
I
dia mau
solve one of the
pergi
riddles?
katanya.
Close, but not close enough, I'm afraid. Be gone.
How rude.
Tiba-tiba dia,
How am I supposed to see him eating when he shuts me out like this?
oh, bagaimana cara kita melihat dia lagi makan kalau misalnya dia nutup pintunya?
I want to get... They aren't the type that's called breaking and entering.
Ini lewat keyhole,
Hello? Mr. Devil?
lewat apa kunci.
Aha, just like the wizard's story.
Astaga,
Slide through the light of the
harus
keyhole, the
diklik
devil eating.
kanan.
Let's see what we can see.
Aduh, jangan lupa klik kanan gitu ya.
I think I see something this time. Something
Jadi kita
seems
mengintip lewat
different.
apa namanya? Lubang kunci. Itu si devil. Ternyata wujudnya.
What was
Wujudnya bukan kakek-kakek,
that? Was him?
tapi
That was
ya
I
devil.
know him now. I know the devil now.
You mean
Aku tahu tentang
you looked
devil.
upon me eating and you're excited?
Kamu mengintip
Of
aku dan
course I
kamu
am.
sangat
I
senang.
did. I solved one of
Aku
your
menyelesaikan
riddles.
riddle-nya.
I do know the devil after
Aku
all.
tahu
And
tentang
now I'm
devil.
one step closer to saving my
Yeah,
grandpa
yeah.
again.
You're an interesting girl, Anna. An interesting girl indeed. Very well. You have solved the
Kamu
riddle.
menyelesaikan
as you said.
riddle-nya.
You looked upon me. No more needs to be said.
That's it.
Mm-mm.
I've done everything you asked of me,
Sekarang,
and I have the
ayo.
papers for my release. See?
You
Apa tanda tangan?
stole them. There's no other way.
You told me to bring you the papers.
Kamu
and
bilang
that's
aku
what I've
suruh bawa
done.
kertasnya kan? Ya udah aku bawa.
Even I can say as much. You have done well indeed. However, you have yet
Ya
to
udah.
convince me of your innocence, in case you have forgotten.
Hey,
Innocence.
you said a deal's a deal.
Astaga.
You said you'd let me go.
Oh? I'm
Kita
not sure I
udah
recall
jawab
ever
dua
saying
riddle-nya.
your
Dia
unproven
masih
innocence
mau
was
membuktikan kalau
negated.
kita
Do you?
tidak bersalah atau enggak. Ya
One
udah.
chance, that's all you get. In failing this, you would have had 2 fair trials, and I will have no choice but to sentence you, imprison you for the rest of your days. Do you understand?
Yes, I
Katanya
believe
kalau
I
kita nggak
understand, sir.
berhasil membuktikan kalau kita tidak bersalah, kita bakal
Good.
dikurung
Proceed.
seumur hidup. Ya udahlah dari
All I've
awal.
ever done is try and help people. I didn't do anything wrong.
Aku nggak.
Kidnapping dragon.
That's
Oke,
not true.
sama aja.
I stopped.
Ini.
You're expecting now. Now I've been.
But Anna,
Yeah.
Loh, sama
It's
aja.
silly. You have to let me go because I have to stop Winfrieda. She's a
Yeah.
trickster.
perhaps, but a queen to be none. Furthermore, haven't you been a little too?
No,
Loh, sama aja.
I have faith in people.
Kok ini beda? Aku
Even
punya kepercayaan pada
Even if they
orang-orang.
are rude,
Meskipun
or
mereka
mean,
jahat
or selfish,
atau
there is always
iri
good
itu gimana?
somewhere inside.
You think
Lalu
you
ada
can talk
kebaikan
your
dalam
way out of
mereka.
your actions, And this good in people dribble. Just look at all the misguided trust you've had. The
Yes, right.
world is mean, Anna. Evil,
Dunia ini sangat
vain,
kejam.
selfish. Your grandfather knows as
Kakekmu sangat
much.
tahu.
He hid you from it,
Dia
protected you.
menyembunyikanmu dari
But
itu,
now you've seen it,
melindungimu.
and now you
Sekarang kamu
know.
melihatnya dan sekarang kamu tahu.
Sometimes
Terkadang-
even Grandpa isn't right about
terkadang
everything.
kakek
The
tidak
world
selalu
isn't
baik.
mean. It's
Dunia ini
not
tidak
selfish
sejahat
or
itu gitu
vain.
ya.
It's big and broad and full of
Dunia ini
different, interesting
besar,
people.
luas, dan
The world is
berbeda-beda gitu ya.
It's just that
Dunia ini baik gitu ya. Terkadang
sometimes that good is
kebaikan itu
forgotten. So all people
dilupakan
need is
gitu
a
ya.
little faith in them. No matter
Jadi harus
how
punya
bad they are,
kepercayaan.
you just need to look for it.
Bagaimanapun
And
jahatnya.
Winfrieda.
Dan
You know
Winfrieda,
what? Yes, even Winfrieda. If I
Bahkan
ever hope to have
Winfrieda.
her reverse Grandpa's curse, then I have to believe it.
Anna, you said you had others to add to these release papers.
iya,
Wait, really?
really?
Really? Yes. Let me see. The Wizard of Wunderhorn, the Gardener,
Oh, jadi si Devilnya
the
siapa aja yang
Mama
boleh
Bear,
lepasin?
Papa Bear, and the Baby Bear.
Wizard,
Yes, the
Wilfred,
man in the
Papa Bear,
gallows.
Mama
I'm not sure
Bear,
what his name is, but he's
Baby
still down there.
Bear.
So be it. You and your friends. You all have your freedom. But
Semuanya
heed my
bebas.
warning. You cannot defeat Winfrieda. It is not in you to do so. And she will overpower
Kita
you
tidak
without
bisa mengalahkan
hesitation.
Wilfrieda,
You
katanya.
walk out of this dungeon to your own assured demise.
I have to.
I have to. Oke, kayaknya kita sama
I
teman-teman.
have to try.
Kita dibebaskan, tapi si Devil bilang kita nggak akan bisa mengalahkan si Winfrieda karena dia punya kekuatan yang lebih besar gitu ya. Oke, semuanya keluar. Castle the same. Oh, pergi ke kastil itu. Si Winfrieda lagi mengembangkan sesuatu yang berbahaya. Tapi nggak ada suaranya. Oke. Oh wow, masih ada chapter 5. Kukira udah mau beresan aja nih. Kukira udah mau beres. Ternyata kita masih berpetualang ya. Ini dia kastilnya. Kita harus masuk ke dalam. Sepertinya iya
Oh
sih.
yes, there it is. We finally made it. The
Royal
Castle.
Castle.
Somewhere in there is Winfrieda and Ben, and maybe
Winfrieda, Ben.
maybe an end to all of this.
Mungkin
Wait.
akhir dari semua ini.
Wait,
Si
wait,
Reynard.
my dear.
Tunggu.
Phew. I understand you were
Aku
determined to get
ngerti
here
kamu
quickly.
pingin cepet-cepet,
But-
tapi aku
I
juga
had
nggak tahu.
no idea how quickly you forget I was running all over the countryside for that flower of yours. Oh dear.
Maaf.
I'm still curious though, Reynard. All the others were happy to part ways after we all left the dungeon.
Yes, well, I have my reasons to
Oh,
follow.
ketika keluar
Nevertheless, I shall go
dari
no further
dungeon,
into these grounds. But pray
semuanya
tell, my
senang
dear,
untuk berpisah ya. Kenapa
what
dia
you
masih
plan to do from
ngikutin
here?
gitu ya?
This is quite a
Dia-
delicate situation you
Dia
find
ngebantu
yourself
kita
in.
terus loh.
Yes, it is. I think Stopping
harus
Winfried
menggantikan
becoming
si
queen is the
Winfried
most
menjadi
important thing.
Indeed.
ratu.
Who knows what might occur once Winfrieda steals that position of power? Your grandfather's curse, though?
That will come in time. I have one idea. But first I want to look for the missing queen. According to the wizard, only she can stop Winfrieda peacefully. So for now, I think the best thing to do is search for clues. She was last in this very castle. There has to be some trace of where she went in here.
Indeed. The chances are perhaps high. However, in failing that...
Failing that, then I guess I'll have to be the one to...
Never mind, my dear. Let us do our very best in finding our lost queen, shall we?
Exactly. Sit tight, Reynard. I'll let you know if I find anything.
Oke, jadi kan udah beres semua tuh dari dungeon, udah keluar ya, papa bear, mama bear, anak bear, terus si yang di dalam trapdoor, si Wilfred, si wizard itu udah bebas semua. Dan sekarang kita ada di Royal Castle, dimana kita harus mencari si Queen Yanike atau si Queen yang hilang. Kenapa? Karena si Queen Yanike adalah satu-satunya orang yang bisa menghentikan si Winfriede dengan damai gitu ya. Kalau misalnya nggak ketemu ya berarti kita harus menghancurkan si Winfriede gitu ya. Kemungkinan besar si Queen Yanike ada di, bukan kemungkinan besar sih, terakhir si Queen Yanike itu ada di dalam Royal Castle dan kita kesini untuk mencari clue tentang itu gitu ya. Juga si Reynard, aku curiga si Reynard ini siapa ya, kenapa dia bisa ikut-ikut terus loh. Jangan-jangan dia kakek kita lagi yang menyamar menjadi seorang rubah gitu ya. Oke lah kalau gitu, karena kita udah ke tempat baru, kita akhiri dulu aja sampai di sini. Ternyata perjalanan si Adam masih sangat panjang gitu ya. Kalau begitu sekian untuk video kali ini. See you in the next video second by Random Lousy. Let's go Random Lousy. Bye bye. See you. Aduh pusing.
Sayang